The chilling crimes of the butcher of Rostov. For 12 years, a ghost haunted the Soviet Union. On the surface, he was a normal family man, but secretly, he was a monster who lured women and children to their deaths. The police were hunting a killer the government swore was impossible, a kind of evil they said couldn't exist in their country. This is the insane story of the Rostov Ripper. Andrei Chikatilo seemed like a boring teacher and factory worker, a husband, father, and Communist Party member. But for 12 years, this normal guy was the butcher of Rostov. He murdered at least 52 women and children, shattering the Soviet Union's claim that such monsters were a problem for other countries, not their own. How does a person become a monster? Chikatilo's childhood was a complete nightmare of famine and war. His own mother told him his older brother may have been eaten by neighbors. At school, he was relentlessly bullied for being awkward and sick. This poverty and shame planted a seed of rage inside him that would later explode. In 1978, his twisted thoughts turned into real-life horror. His job required constant travel, giving him the perfect cover to hunt for victims at busy train and bus stations. He targeted the most vulnerable people he could find: runaways, orphans, and prostitutes. Once he lured them into the woods, the friendly act vanished, and he unleashed unspeakable violence just to feel powerful. The police investigation was a total disaster. The Soviet government insisted that serial killers were a capitalist disease. It couldn't exist in their perfect society. This denial led to chaos. They arrested and executed an innocent man for one of the murders. Then, in 1984, they actually caught Chikatilo himself, but a botched blood test convinced them he was innocent. They let the monster walk right out the door to kill for 6 more years. And believe it or not, the story gets even crazier from here. If you want to see more insane stories like this one, smash that subscribe button. By 1990, investigators were desperate. In a historic move for the Soviet Union, they hired a psychiatrist to create a profile of the killer. It worked. On November 20th, they spotted Chikatilo leaving the woods near a station and arrested him on the spot. He denied everything until the psychiatrist read the profile out loud. Hearing his own twisted mind described so perfectly, Chikatilo broke, confessing to 56 murders. His 1992 trial was a circus. Chikatilo was held in a giant metal cage in the courtroom to protect him from the victims' enraged families. He was found guilty of 52 murders and, on Valentine's Day 1994, was executed with a single gunshot to the back of the head. Chikatilo wasn't just a random monster. He was a monster enabled by a broken system that refused to even admit he could exist. His 12-year rampage is a terrifying lesson in what happens when a country chooses to believe in its own perfection instead of its own monsters.